I'm understanding correctly, there's upsides in terms of, high capacity predictability, but the downsides are sometimes it's really hard to get it to do what you want to do. So what have your experiences been so far? And then I'm sure Josh can either address some of your concerns or tell us where it's going in the future.
Sure, but I would extend that question a little bit even more.
Okay.
In that way that one thing is for sure how you process the devices on the shop floor. But I think that we need to look at the entire customer journey. And for instance, yesterday we had a press release where we announced the release of the CCS Circular platform and AI grading and integrating the diagnostics in there. I think that when you have that whole system end to end, then that becomes powerful. That you make sure that it's not only the front end, but it's also the back end. That throughout the entire chain, you are making sure that you take that you have the right decisions there. You take the human aspect out of it. So I would say, first of all, in order to consider any kind of automation, that end-to-end plan needs to exist. Otherwise, automation just separately standalone, if it is just to make sure that you take some small cost out of the processing of a device, then sure, one can do that as well. But again, thinking there, what is that exponential growth of data going to do to your business to unlock some other potential? That is where one should start from when thinking of, should I go for automation or not? Just for straight up automation, that's nice, but I think that's level 1 of 10 in that way.
But I think you've got some brilliant humans in a stand. You've got hundreds of really skilled people who can look at phones, who can instantly make judgments on or other consumer electronics devices. So you've had to make a choice in terms of, what's the best way to deal with these products?
Well, even though, at least again from Charles' team, we were told that we were more accurate in grading the devices than any of the other customers that they had so far before that. But still, there is the degree of ambiguity there. It's inevitable that humans will always make mistakes. There will always be variation. So for sure, again, wanting to make sure that we can boost sales on the of the refurbished devices, that standardization, that you get always the same condition of the device. At the end of the day, remain really, really accurate. And actually, it's not possible to do that, not in that level, just with human beings.
So automation is giving you predictability in terms of what's coming out. What are the other benefits that you see?
And other benefits, for sure, scalability. That's a big one there. Again, our business goes in cycles up and down. So it's very simple to happen that all of a sudden you've got to ramp up from 1 week to 50% of your business. If you just have a fleet of operators, and it's a different story than that do it with automation. But for sure, automation is not the solution to everything. It's again, the business that Foxway does 50% of the devices that come in are broken devices. So that means that it's devices that are not intact. They are broken one or the other way that need to be evaluated. So there is always that part that in that way will not be suitable for the automation. So then,
well, maybe not yet, right? I would have liked maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Let's see when we there's for sure any way to go.
Yeah.
You can really know about broken devices. That's completely different. Well, I would say it's different kind of automation. It's not that level of automation, perhaps what today, for instance, at Trust and the guys are doing, but simpler, different solutions for sure are out there. But again, a part of the business that we talk about broken devices. So that is a different kind of standardization, different kind of data optimization, and that part that we then need to focus on. So it's something magical bullet to.
So Josh, I know you have a lot to say. We've got 5 minutes, so a couple of minutes on automation, and I have to go to AI just because I think we ought to cover that.
Yeah, absolutely. In vehement agreement with Oliver, right? We've always put forward as Apkudo what we call pragmatic automation, and candidly, we'll get to it with AI. I feel the same way about AI. It is actually not hard to go into a warehouse and point at a set of humans doing something and replace them with a robot, right? And it's also not anywhere close to the right thing to do, right? You need to be pragmatic. It needs to be holistic. It needs to be accompanied with a commitment from a sophisticated organization like a Foxway to do end-to-end transformation. Automation is a piece of the puzzle. It is a capability. It is an enabler. But you cannot throw automation at a problem and expect all other problems to go away, right? Operations is hard. In some cases, stupidly hard, right? Operations in reverse logistics is generally one of the hardest forms of operations. Automation is phenomenal, just like AI. It's been an enabler. You need to leverage that capability in the right way, inject it into the holistic and continuous improvement processes in the right way.